Welcome to DS-capades, a show where I talk exclusively about hard-to-find and unique games on the Nintendo DS. The Nintendo DS has an incredibly diverse and intriguing library. In its lifetime, over 1,800 games were released in North America. So many hidden gems, first-party Nintendo games, unique puzzle games, intricate RPGs and shoot-'em-ups. So much fun to collect and play. But no genre of game is more notoriously unappealing and pointless than the girl game shovelware. In the 2000s, the DS library was Nintendo's personal dumping ground for girl-themed shovelware, and third-party publishers Ubisoft, Activision, and EA flooded the market with these cheap, shallow games. From Hannah Montana to Barbie, it's a cesspool of princesses and ponies, dolls and babies, drama queens and fashion shows, cookie shops! There are so many of these things, and I usually avoid them like the plague. These games typically have simple, monotonous gameplay that would leave much to be desired for an experienced gamer. These gimmicky girl games have been described as boring, soulless cash-ins that serves no purpose than to financially take advantage of uninformed teenage girls. These games are so common. There always seem to be scores of them at local game stores and pawn shops and thrift stores. I think this is part of the reason why so many retro game collectors are so reluctant to be full-on DS collectors. No self-respecting Nintendo collector would ever want these games near their collection, unless, of course, it was the rarest DS shovelware game ever released. What if I told you there was a DS game so obscure that the only footage of gameplay on YouTube is a 1-minute trailer from the publisher? So rare that it was never reviewed by any major game publication upon its release. So uncommon that there aren't even any user reviews on GameStop, Walmart, and Amazon.com. Shrouded away in the shadowy annals of the secluded DS library, a rich anathema of fascination and bewilderment, I present to you the very elusive Girls Only. Many DS games are marketed to girls, but only one has the audacity, the chutzpah, the stone-cold ovaries, to claim to be only for girls. The box art says, Girls Only is really only for girls, and on the back, no boys allowed. This is Girls Only. And what font do they use on the cover? Papyrus, the most overused, unoriginal font ever created by God herself. If this game was any more basic, it would be wearing Uggs and yoga pants and standing in line at Starbucks to buy an Ed Sheeran CD. Released in late 2011, Girls Only is a female-themed minigame compilation published by British video game publisher O Games, also known as Oxygen Games. O Games is best known for the PDC World Championship darts games, like this one for the DS, and this one for the Wii, and this one that was never released in North America. No! I have played darts, and I have played Wii, and that is not how you play darts, and that is definitely not how you play Wii. You may not like it, but these are actually the most athletic men in England. But seriously, if you want to know how unappealing these fat, sweaty, middle-aged men are, this is PDC World Championship Darts 2009, and this is PDC World Championship Darts 2010. Watch out! You are right in the line of fire. I mean, is she a dart player? Is she a cheerleader? I don't know, is she gonna sing the national anthem maybe? I don't know, I've never been to a darts tournament before. This attractive blonde couldn't help O Games sales because they declared bankruptcy the same year. O Games also made the John Daly Pro Stroke golf games. I have this one for PS3. I guess for whatever reason, O Games just has like a thing for sweaty, out-of-shape athletes. Anyways, I heard about this game from a Nintendo DS collectors group on social media. About a month ago, someone posted that they had bought this game and paid a little bit for it, and he's glad he got it before the price went up. Someone then commented like, that game's really hard to find, so I knew I needed to get it into my collection as soon as possible. I then did some quick research about the game and noticed that no one has ever done a review of this game. I checked a bunch of sites and there wasn't even a single user review. This is GameStop's page for girls only. See, no reviews. Here's the product details. While studying in Venice, witness a murder. KGB, this is not girls only. This is Murder in Venice for DS, a completely different game. I bet it's been this way for 8 years since it was released in 2011. GameStop doesn't even have the right game description in the page. No one cares about it. I bet I'm the first person to even notice it. Alright, let's see if I can find a copy of it. Not one store within a 100-mile radius of me has girls only in stock. Same with New York and Chicago and LA. Those are the biggest cities I can think of, right? So out of roughly about 100 GameStops around 4 metro areas, not one has it in stock. And I don't know if you've looked through a Nintendo DS section at GameStop recently, but it's like 90% girl game shovelware, so that really says something when not one is in stock in 4 major cities. Over on Amazon, they have 2 copies starting at $40. It's never been reviewed. It's ranked 2066th in Nintendo DS. Geez, it couldn't even crack the top 2000. They have some pictures of gameplay. Hey, I was told this game was girls only, and that is clearly Noel Fielding from the Mighty Boosh. Alright, let's see what we can find on YouTube. That's the main reason why I'm talking about this game, is that no one's ever really played it and put it up on YouTube. All I could find is just this 1-minute trailer from 8 years ago. There's a few comments on the video, which range from calling it shovelware to, "This game sucks." Although apparently Valeria is a big fan. She commented twice saying, "Yay girls only," and "I love this game." Well, Valeria, I have some great news. After searching and calling for weeks, I was able to track down a complete copy of the game in Miami. And with my stellar charm, I was able to convince them to ship the game to me here in sunny Minnesota. And that means that I can play this game and finally record some of that sweet, sweet DS gameplay and upload it for the Nintendo DS community to see. Alright, enough talking about it, let's play the game! Alright, so here's our main menu. We got minigame options, Betty's Ice Cream Shop, Lisa's Cute Kitten, Daisy's Boutique, Jessica's Design Studio. I like to think at some point my DS collection will fall into the hands of an intelligent alien life form, trying to learn about humanity from playing my games. And they'll be all like, "These 4 games represent the 4 core tenets of being a human female: dairy distribution, feline ownership, interior design, and the application of casual attire." First up, we have Betty's Ice Cream Shop. Damn, Betty, 3 scoops? They ain't even stacked on top of each other. They're side by side. How are you even doing that? I'm impressed. Hold on. The front of the box assured me that there would be no boys involved in this game. What the hell? They made such a big deal about it being girls only, no boys, and now my ice cream shop is filled to the brim with dudes. You really have to drag them to your seats. Yeah, just yank them. Don't feel bad. Once seated, the patrons will tell you what they want. Either croissant or key lime pie. Sorry, no ice cream here at Betty's Ice Cream Shop. You give them the food, they eat it, then they pay for it. Then you gotta go clean up their dishes. Girl power. The goal of the first stage is $1,000, and I'll be honest, I lost my first time I tried, which was a critical hit to my self-confidence. After you make your first grand, you can finally buy that ice cream machine. Or a slushie machine. After you make $1,400, then you get an espresso machine. The worst part about this game is you can't seat 2 single people next to each other. The game is forcing these NPCs into loneliness. They don't allow me to play matchmaker and fulfill my ultimate fantasy of being Will Smith from the movie Hitch. I like this lady. She looks like Darlene from Roseanne if she joined the North Korean military. This right here is Olympic gymnast Allie Raisman. For the gold medalist, the key lime pie is on the house. This game is just a straight-up clone of Diner Dash. Alright, I'm bored, and I'm sick of all these needy customers. If I see one more of these stupid backwards hat guys, I'm just gonna piss in the espresso machine. And that is why I do not work in the food industry. Alright, next minigame.